Hi all, Steve here. This short video, one of a series of start of session explainers, introduces the Minimum Standards Moodle activity plugin. This plugin has been developed as a result of the recommendations of the 2023 JISC VLE review at Dumfries and Galloway College. This plugin has been developed to replace the previous process of using separate Word documents that staff were required to locate, download, complete and store manually. By bringing the entire process directly into LearnNet, the plugin provides a more streamlined, accessible and consistent approach to reviewing course quality. No matter where you're delivering materials, you can add a minimum standards plugin to a LearnNet unit to document your online delivery. I'll talk more about how that works later. This activity combines the minimum standards checklist with a self-reflection rubric, allowing staff to evaluate their LearnNet courses against baseline standards without leaving the platform. A built-in guidance section also provides supporting information and examples for each criteria, making the review process clearer and more consistent. Although participation is completely optional, filling in the checklist and rubric gives you an ideal baseline to track improvements in your online courses for your DGCs. In your course, make sure editing is switched on, then click the plus icon in one of the sections. Choose Activity or Resource. The activity is called Minimum Standards with a blue checklist icon. Give your activity a name and then click Save and Return to Course. Click on the activity on your course and you'll see the three tabs: Minimum Standards Checklist, Self-Reflection Rubric, and Tutor Guidance. It might be a good idea to start with the tutor guidance page, which gives detailed assistance with every item, including examples of good practice and other guidance. The checklist and rubric help are contained in an accordion which expands like this. When you've reviewed all of the guidance, start your checklist. The help icons next to each item provide a brief description of their purpose. Check off the essential and desirable items you're confident are already present in your course. If you need to make any extra notes, such as reminders to fix issues, there's a field at the bottom. Save your progress with the Save Checklist button. On the Self-Reflection Rubric tab, you have the opportunity to reflect on your own use of LearnNet. In each of the areas, give yourself a score from 0 to 3. Full details of what each score means in the context of the rubric item is given in the guidance. The simplest way to describe them is 0, you haven't started this; 1, you're beginning to populate it; 2, it's mostly complete with a few minor tweaks left; and 3, it's complete and consistent. Click the Save Rubric button to record your scores. If you've provided content outside of LearnNet, such as a Kahoot quiz or Teams channel, you can still record this in your checklist. Try to make sure the short name of your LearnNet course matches the SQA or other awarding body unit code you're working on. For example, F3GC09, the SQA unit Information and Communication Technology. When you return to your course, you'll see that the scores are displayed underneath the activity icon. The essential, desirable and rubric scores are displayed with a traffic light system from red, just beginning, to green, fully realised. Don't worry, students don't see any of this, not even the icon, so there's no need to hide it. Record your current scores, perhaps in your Outlook calendar, so that when you revisit the checklist and rubric in 6 months' time, you'll be able to compare against your previous scores. The introduction of this activity, and hopefully your use of it, will allow us to eventually create an institution-level report on the quality of our online provision. If you have any questions, please email lnt@dumgal.ac.uk and someone will get back to you. And thanks for watching.